We're living in this massive digital world, but some of the most powerful marketing today isn't just happening online, it's happening right on your street corner. So today, we're going to break down geo-based marketing, the strategy that makes huge global brands feel like they're your local neighbor. I mean, you've totally been there, right? You're just walking past the store and suddenly a notification for a special offer pops up on your phone. Nope, that's not magic. That's geo-marketing in action. It's a whole system designed to connect with you at the perfect moment and in the perfect place. Okay, so here's a quick look at where we're headed. We'll kick things off with the big picture, then we'll nail down what geo-marketing actually is and why it's just so effective. After that, we'll peek under the hood to see how it all works, and then we'll wrap up by tackling the really crucial questions around privacy. All right, so let's just set the stage here. The internet is noisy. I mean, incredibly noisy. For any business trying to reach you, it's kind of like shouting into a hurricane and just hoping someone, anyone, hears them. Just think about your own day. We are absolutely bombarded with ads and messages. Most of them, totally irrelevant to us. So naturally, we've gotten really, really good at just tuning them out. And that's a huge problem for businesses that genuinely want to connect. A generic, one-size-fits-all message, it just doesn't cut it anymore, not even close. So how in the world do businesses cut through all that noise? Well, they stop shouting at everybody, and they start talking to the right person in the right place at exactly the right time. And that is the core idea behind geo-marketing. At its heart, geo-marketing is actually pretty simple. It uses your physical location, which it figures out from your phone's GPS or a Wi-Fi network or even your IP address, to send you marketing that's relevant to where you are right now. Yeah, it all boils down to this really simple three-part formula. It's about reaching the right audience, so people who are physically near a business, at the right time, like when they're probably thinking about grabbing lunch, and of course in the right place, their current location. When all three of those things line up, an ad stops feeling like an annoying interruption and starts feeling, well, like a genuinely helpful suggestion. So why is this think local approach suddenly the go-to strategy for even the biggest global companies out there? Well, it turns out that connecting locally is now the absolute key to succeeding globally. There are really four big reasons why it's so powerful. First, it allows for cultural relevance. It lets brands connect using local slang and customs. It's also completely data-driven, helping businesses adapt to what people in a certain area are actually buying. It gives them way better local SEO, so when you search for coffee near me, the shop on your corner actually pops up first. And finally, and maybe most importantly, it builds trust by showing that a brand actually gets what a community needs. This quote just sums up the whole philosophy perfectly. Global success isn't about one giant generic message anymore. It's about winning one neighborhood, one city, one region at a time by being incredibly precise and relevant to the people right there. All right, so we get what it is and we get why it works. But how does your location data actually get turned into that coffee coupon on your phone? Let's pull back the curtain and look at how this machine really runs. It's really a four-step process. It all starts with data collection. Basically, your device signals its location. Then comes segmentation, where you're grouped with other people who are nearby or have similar habits. Step 3 is the magic, personalization. This is where the system creates and sends that specific offer just for your group. And finally, measurement. Businesses track everything to see what's working and what isn't. It's this continuous loop of learning and refining. And you can see this whole process playing out in different ways all over the world. So in Canada, retailers use what's called geofencing to draw digital borders around their stores, perfect for getting people into those sprawling malls. In Australia, where travel is huge, it's all about personalized trip ideas. Over in the UK's dense service economy, it's a lifeline for local SEO, helping a neighborhood plumber or cafe get found. For the massive fast food chains in the US, it's crucial for things like optimizing delivery routes. And in India, it's a total game changer for startups, letting them connect with millions of new customers in smaller, previously untapped cities. Okay, let's talk about what is, without a doubt, the most important part of this entire conversation. This technology is incredibly powerful, but it's all built on our personal data. And that comes with a massive, massive ethical responsibility. This isn't just some clever line. It is the fundamental rule of geo-marketing. Trust is literally everything. The second that customers feel like their data is being misused or their privacy is being invaded, the entire strategy just crumbles. Brands have to get this right. So what that means is any responsible business follows a super strict checklist. First, they have to comply with big data privacy laws like GDPR and CCPA. They absolutely must get your explicit permission, your opt-in, before they collect any location data. And they have to be totally transparent about how they're using that data. These are the non-negotiables, period. Which brings us to the big question we're all trying to figure out. When this stuff is done right, geomarketing feels like personalized convenience, a helpful tip at just the right moment. But when it's done wrong, it can feel like a digital leash, tracking our every move. The future of this tech really depends entirely on where businesses, and all of us as consumers, decide to draw that line.